Cult of Chucky is the next installment in the very popular Child's Play series. This time round we have Fiona Dourif, who just also happens to be the daughter of Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky. And she's reprising her character from the previous movie, Curse of Chucky, Nika. Now in the previous movie, Nika was blamed for all the murders that Chucky had done, and this time she finds herself in a mental hospital. As part of the therapy for her, the hospital administrators decide that it's a good idea to bring in good guy dolls in order to help her overcome her fear. And naturally, Chucky comes back and murders people, and yeah, that's about all there really is to it. Now, I'm a really big fan of the Child's Play series. I think, you know, even the bad ones are still kind of watchable. I mean, the first movie, look, let's face it, that was the one that started it all and established Chucky as a horror movie icon. He's up there with Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, and the whole gang. Parts 2 and 3, yeah, they started taking a little bit of a dive, and look, I know a lot of people really didn't like Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, but I was a fan. I don't know, those movies, I really dug their quirkiness. Seed of Chucky, where we had, was it Billy Boyd, one of the Hobbits, as that messed up kid puppet thing, the Glenn or Glenda situation. Like, yeah, I love the whole sort of Ed Wood vibe about it. Yeah, I don't know, it appealed to me. That's not to say it was a great movie at all. It's just, it's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. But the series really picked up with Curse of Chucky, the 6th installment. That was actually a great film and almost as good as the first one. So when they announced Cult of Chucky and released what looked like a really good trailer, I was on board. I thought, okay, well, you know, if the series is picking up, then you know, there's a good chance this is gonna be a good movie, right? Wrong! Oh man, I really didn't like this film. In my opinion, this is the worst of the entire series. There was hardly anything good about it. As far as the positives go, Fiona Dourif, she's one of these actresses that's really engaging. There is something about her that, I don't know, she's just a real pleasure to watch. I thought the gore effects were really good. You know, if you're one of those horror movie lovers who's into, you know, gore artistry, then yeah, this one had some very realistic looking scenes. And without giving any spoilers away, I dug the ending. They did something in the end which I like seeing in movies. I can't really say too much. If you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. But look, other than that, I just found this movie really boring. Like, I had to push myself to get through it. It wasn't scary. I think there was like 2 cheap jump scares in the whole thing. And look, I know the Child's Play movies, they're not necessarily that scary, but at least the good ones were fun, and that was something this movie was sorely lacking, was a sense of fun. And I really didn't like the use of multiple Chuckies in this film. You know, I mean, I'm sitting there throughout the majority of the film thinking, why is there more than one Chucky? And this better be explained at some point. And it's not till much later on in the film that you do get an explanation, but it's lame. It was really bad, and I don't know why they would bother doing this. This film was written and directed by Don Mancini, who is the writer of the entire Child's Play series so far, and I don't know, he just didn't really craft something that was consistent with the lore of the other films. It was like he just tried to come up with something different, but it just, it didn't work. And another thing that bugged me about this film, I mean, this film is set in this mental hospital, and it was a great location. You know, it was like this really big looking place. But you rarely, aside from a couple of scenes here and there, saw any extras in the background. And it just cheapened the look of the film. I mean, let's face it, in a hospital like that, you're gonna have people in the background milling about and being crazy and, I don't know, banging their heads on walls and playing checkers and doing jigsaws. That's what they always do in mental hospital movie scenes. But this didn't, and it was really noticeable. Well, not at first. I'm like watching this movie thinking to myself, what's wrong with this picture? And then, yeah, it dawned on me that there's just no one in the background. So look, in all honesty, man, if you get a chance to check it out, if you're a fan of the Child's Play series, obviously you're gonna watch this movie, go right ahead, and I hope you enjoy it more than I did, but I wouldn't recommend this film to anyone. Look, I own the box set of all the Child's Play movies, but I don't think I would actually add this one to my collection, and that bugs me because I hate having an incomplete series. So all that being said, I'm gonna give Cult of Chucky a 3 out of 10. And stay tuned to the end of the movie because there's a little scene at the end which, it's just pure fan service, I guess, unless it's leading to something in the next installment. And in the meantime, once again, thank you to everybody who's been subscribing to my channel lately. I love seeing that number climbing up, so if you haven't done so yet, and if you like my channel, then feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and join the team. I don't really know if it's a team, it's just a big bunch of awesome people. And if you guys have seen Cult of Chucky, let me know what you thought of it, or what is your favorite of the Child's Play series. I'm guessing it's the first one, but hey, who knows? You might have liked Bride of Chucky more, you might have liked 2 or 3. Drop me some comments either here or on Facebook. All the social media links are in the description below because I like to talk about movies and I would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.
And if you've seen Cult of Chucky, what did you think of it? Let me know. Drop me some comments in the description. No, not in the description.